Yeah, I would say honestly our rates, right? So a lot of times when you're looking at doing a fix and flip, project, no matter where you are, it could be in Tennessee, it could be in Georgia. A lot of times those rates can look at anywhere between 11 to 15% interest, right? And then you're looking at 3 to 4, maybe even 5 points, which a lot of that times that's going to kill your pocket. Especially if you're a seasoned investor that's looking to simultaneously do two or three deals at the same time, right? The other thing that I would say helps us out is that we can go pretty big as far as our loan amount. Our LTC and LTVs are very, very high and it's super, super competitive.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by someone that I've been looking forward to chatting with, Jay Field, who's been making serious moves as the CEO of a capital investment firm and, helping investors buy properties, helping them with their lending, and just supporting them throughout their journey. So excited to dive into all of these conversations with you.
I appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So, first off, for people who are not familiar with you and your world, can you give the short version of what your main focus is?
Yeah, our main focus is working with investors, either investors looking to diversify their retirement portfolio or investors that are also developers in that space of ground up construction, fix and flip that are looking for private lending. So we kind of do a little bit of everything from the acquisition side of things, helping investors find properties, as well as the private lending side of things. And then obviously for those clients that are not necessarily looking to be a fix and flip or a ground up construction developer or GC. They're just looking to get into the real estate space and diversify their allocations as far as moving money from their 401k to a different private fund. We have that as well.
Awesome. And what markets are you operating in?
Yeah, so for our private lending, we're all in 50 states. So we lend anywhere from, Hawaii to Alaska, even though we don't really get too many clients in those spaces, all the way across the board from California to New York, Florida. It's more so kind of depends on the deal itself. But yeah, we can get very super creative as far as our lending. That's not an issue whatsoever.
Awesome. So, what has been like one of the main keys to keeping this business running smoothly with all of these different segments you guys offer?
I would say the biggest key is just how we go about things, right? We're very personal. We like to make sure that we're communicating very thoroughly. It's one of those things where we don't drop the ball with our clients, right? So even when we're wrapping up a deal, let's just say it's on the lending side, we will personally fly out to those clients, sit down with them, take them out to lunch, take them out to dinner, making them feel like they actually have a team behind them. A lot of general contractors, investors, developers, they're always looking for that team opportunity, right? That opportunity to look for the next best opportunity as far as acquisition, looking for the best way to basically save money, especially on closing costs, interest rates, and things of that nature, points the whole 9 yards. So we try to make sure that we do everything that we can for our clients. We try to go above and beyond. A lot of times when you're working with, other brokerages as far as the private lending or hard money firms, they're really cut and dry. They're not really personable. Their terms are sometimes not super favorable as well. So we try to make sure that, whatever we can do in house to make sure that the terms are favorable for our clients, that we do so.
Yeah, I love that. So, what are some ways that you guys differentiate yourself from other?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, I would say honestly our rates, right? So a lot of times when you're looking at doing a fix and flip, project, no matter where you are, it could be in Tennessee, it could be in Georgia. A lot of times those rates can look at anywhere between 11 to 15% interest, right? And then you're looking at 3 to 4, maybe even 5 points, which a lot of that times that's going to kill your pocket. Especially if you're a seasoned investor that's looking to simultaneously do 2 or 3 deals at the same time, right? The other thing that I would say helps us out is that we can go pretty big as far as our loan amount. Our LTC and LTVs are very, very high and it's super, super competitive. So when you're looking at interest rates, we're in those high 8s, low 9s. A lot of times people talk about they can only get 65 to 70% LTV. We can get all the way up to 80%. Sometimes we can get up to 93% LTC on ground up construction. So when you're talking about getting creative and have those favorable terms, that is something that I believe that really separates us from a lot of people in the nation and in the actual industry itself.
Amazing. Yeah. So, what got you started in this business?
Yeah, man, I'll try to keep the story super, super simple. Kind of started in the finance space, life insurance, annuities, financial advisory, security works, things of that nature. I was super young. I'm trying to convince people in, Beverly Hills and Newport Beach to let a 22-year-old, help with their future retirement was a struggle. It was not a easy thing. So I ended up joining a investment firm here in Newport Beach, California, where that kind of translated more so into dealing with the back office things, and then that rolled into our proprietary product that we did have, which is our real estate investment. And from there, I started to kind of learn and understand just every aspect of real estate across the board. Spent about 6 years with that company, becoming the real estate portfolio manager. So I was helping with, basically data analysis, performer work, helping acquire properties, helping, coordinate with the GCs and our firm as far as, getting all the rehab and all that stuff, together and whatnot. So that kind of just translated to me starting my own thing, getting my real estate license, working with the retail clients, of course, but more so transitioning back towards the investment side of things. And, we're here where we are today.
I love that. What an amazing story to get to the point that you are now. So, your current business, I know it has like multiple segments for these investors to choose from. And like, are there any sort of people that are investors that maybe would not be a fit for your services, even though you have multiple types of offerings?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, if you're looking to diversify your portfolio, right? So if you're looking at Rockfield Capital, what we do with Rockfield Capital as far as our buy and hold strategy, providing dividends back quarterly for all of our investors. If that's something that you're looking to do as far as getting into real estate, want to diversify 2 to 5% of your future retirements into something that is a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more safer, because as you can imagine, a lot of people still rent.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet, for real estate investors and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
In 2025. So those opportunities to, be able to receive dividends off of rental income is very huge, right? So that is going to be one of the biggest attributes for our firm for people that are looking to diversify their portfolio, no matter if you're a doctor, teacher, or any of that case, right? So Rockfield Capital probably want to be a good fit if you're super, super conservative, excuse me, if you're not really looking to take that next extra step as far as diversifying your portfolio, it wouldn't make sense. If you're looking to, buy your first home, or if you're an investor looking for off-market properties, things of that nature, we can be a mutual benefit as well. Then on top of that, not only can we help you find properties off-market, even on market as well, we can help you turn around and lend on it. So a lot of times our clients on the lending acquisition side of things, they'll come to us and let us know like, hey, we're looking at this property right here. Can you run some numbers for us and kind of give us your 2 cents on, where we should buy it at, how much rehab we should kind of put into it based off of the market and understanding of that, and then basically where we should exit at. And because we have those relationships with our clients, that's another thing, like I said, again, that kind of separates us from a lot of people because it's the simple fact that we can do more than just be a lender. We can actually run through the numbers, run through everything across the board, no matter if it's a buy and hold property or a fix and flip property or a ground up construction property, we can help them every step of the way.
I love that. You guys have that capability to help people through all phases of their journey. So, when it comes to like business growth, what are you guys focusing on solving or scaling to next?
Yeah, I would say it's a mixture of education. It's a mixture of bringing on new private lender brokers as well. Maybe somebody that's looking to change firms to get to have a little bit more access to new more products and things of that nature, better terms, better rates. We're always looking for that continued growth there, just because we're getting a little bit more busier than we were kind of expected, especially coming up here in the 2025 fourth quarter. That's right around the corner, as 2026 is right around the corner as well. So we're always looking for that as well. We're going to continue to expand and do what we can, within reason. Obviously, when you're building a company or when you're in a company, you never want to overexpand. And you don't want to underexpand as well, and then just kind of stay put in the same spot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so important. So, let me ask you this. Every business owner has moments where things got real, maybe a deal doesn't go as planned, or you have to make fast pivots. Would you mind sharing one of those moments for you and how you overcame it?
Yeah, I mean, in real estate, it's a funny thing. I mean, the cool thing about real estate is it's something new almost every single time, every single transaction. It's never the same. It may come off like it's the same, right? Because you have, somebody that's trying to buy, you have somebody that's trying to sell, so you kind of think that it just meshes and go easily, but it doesn't. It can come down to somebody's FICO. It can come down to an appraisal coming back that we expected to be higher, but it came back lower. Market comps, as far as rental comps, things of that nature. Anything can happen. Issues with title, issues with escrow, people getting cold feet. But the overall objective is obviously, don't really ride the highs with the highs or the lows with the lows. It's just really being kind of neutral until you get to that finish line. So I know earlier this year we had basically a DSCR refi that took a lot longer than we really wanted to. And partially the reason why is because we end up every single time we get ready to basically what is called CTC, clear to close the file. And issue loan docs, something else will pop up. Credit issues. There was something to do with, I believe, foreclosure. One of his other properties had 42 liens on it. And fortunately, we were able to figure all that stuff out and obviously get the deal closed. But in real estate, like I said, again, things pop up left and right, right and left. It just all varies. But at the end of the day, for us, we strive again to do everything we possibly can. And, we're not saving lives or anything like that, like surgeons or whatever, but we try to take that same approach where, whatever we can do, if the deal closes, great. If it doesn't close, we can basically.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Keep our head up high and say, hey, we did every single thing possible to work the problem, solve the problem. Typically, if we can't figure out the problem, it's just a problem that just can't be solved. So I would definitely say that was definitely a challenge this year. It took a couple months. The property was on 200 acres as well, which didn't help it either. We were still able to get it done. Most people don't even touch anything on that many acres, especially with that much problems that the client had brought to the table, but we were still able to get it done.
Amazing. Yeah, I love that. It's really shows that you're supporting the clients and able to be thinking of that longer term vision versus just that, short term win that some people focus on.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So what are some goals that you have for your business coming up?
Yeah, kind of like what I mentioned earlier, just try to finish out the year as strong as possible. Build that momentum going into 2026. Usually around that first quarter, especially first 2 months, or I should say the last month of the year going into the new year, first 2 months is usually pretty slow. Everybody starts going on vacation and things of that nature. Market starts to slow down. People tend not to want to sell. Buyers don't typically want to buy. Investors even slow down as well. So we just want to continue that momentum, close out the year as strong as possible, but really kind of set up 2026 strong as well, right? We really want to make sure that we're touching base with all of our previous clients, our current clients, even new clients, right? And it really kind of give them a education component of what we do, who we are, what we can do for them, how we can benefit them. And so, ultimately in real estate, what you're doing today basically equates for 2-3 months down the road. So what we're doing today is going to equate towards that December, January timeframe. And we really want to make sure that we're locked in. So when those slow periods do happen, we're able to make sure that we're still continuing our growth.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. So I know that one of the main components of your business is like helping the investors diversify their funds and work on that. Like, what are some of those strategies that you share with people that are, looking for more solutions?
Yeah, I mean, so what I always like to try to tell people, when you're talking about diversifying, and allocating funds elsewhere, I know that we're kind of stuck in a situation where most of the times when we're growing up, it's go to college, get a good job, put money towards your pension and 401k, right? That's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, a lot of times because those companies basically outsource, kind of like where that contribution plan is going to, sometimes, basically sometimes those people are not fully invested in the right necessary funds for their future retirement. So I've seen people have, maybe $200,000-300,000, and out of the $200,000-300,000 in their 401k, majority of it's caught up in, I don't know, like an ETF or whole food stock or whatever the case may be, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you want to be able to have a nice balance across the board when you're talking about investing from the tech space to the pharmaceutical space to even real estates and REITs and things of that nature. So giving the opportunity to, where we do own and, have those buy and hold properties that produces dividends back, for our clients every single quarter and gives us the opportunity to, basically raise more capital with new clients coming into the fund. It gives us opportunity to buy even more properties, right? And those more properties in the pool fund of everything, it gives our current clients more opportunities to receive more dividends. So, we don't ever look to take a client's whole entire 401k or anything like that. We always suggest anywhere between 2% to 5% of what you have in your portfolio, transfer that stuff over to real estate with us, and to receive quarterly dividends like that, which gives them a broader aspect of things instead of just being fully in one allocation, one equity, one bond, one mutual fund, or whatever the case may be.
Awesome. So for this process, they don't really need to like seek out their own investments. You guys are supporting them through that.
Correct. Yeah. So It's a real estate fund in itself, right? So they'll invest with us. That money circulates with all of our properties, future acquisitions, things of that nature. We do a buy and hold strategy where we're looking for condos, single family homes, townhomes in great markets with high rents. Some of our properties are actually on Section 8 as well, where we get even better returns because we know that the tenant's actually backed by the actual city or county and the government. So those are guaranteed returns. So it's really good for clients that had an interest in real estate, don't really know kind of like direction, kind of where to go, or those clients that don't want to come down with that 20 to 30% down payment, where they say, hey, I can just allocate, $35,000 to $50,000 and receive XYZ back on my return of my investments within a 5 to 7 year periods. And again, we cut quarterly dividend checks every single quarter. So that also benefits them as well.
Amazing. I love that. Yeah, that's such a unique way to diversify those funds without getting into like the nitty-gritty of finding
Correct.
those investments.
Correct. Yeah, and partially, we hear it all the time. People, they want to get into real estate. They don't want to do the property management. They don't want to outsource the property management because sometimes property management companies are too expensive. They don't want to put 25, 30% down or whatever the case may be. They don't want to ruin their credit. So, a lot of private funds like ourselves, we kind of give that opportunity to be able to have those clients that do want to invest in real estate and diversify their actual, future retirement. We provide that opportunity, that avenue.
Amazing. Yeah, such a awesome way to get people into investments. So before we wrap up here, if people want to reach out, connect, learn more from you, where are the places that they can find you?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to our website, rockfieldcapital.com. If you are looking for private lending, if you're an investor looking to get your next fix and flip, ground up construction, buy and hold, you can go to rockfieldlending.com. You can always reach out to myself directly, the letter J. My last name is Field, Field, at rockfieldcapital.com. There's no K in rock, so it's just ROC fieldcapital.com. I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has. If it's just, simple one sentence questions, happy to answer anything. And then, like I said, I have a full staff that can help out as well.
As well, I really appreciate your time, your story, your perspective. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate you, Michelle. Thanks so much.
And for those tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you've subscribed. We have more conversations with operators just like Jay that are building real businesses, and we'll see you all on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.